See, I was gonna try to return this mic because I was like, this mic is kind of pissing me off. But then I tried to go through the whole Amazon thing, and they're gonna pick it up, and I was trying to get on the phone, and I was like, I don't know. But then I was kind of feeling myself, so I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna go in the first place. It's okay. I'm okay. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm in the first place. It's okay. I can keep the mic anyway. Anyway, I can keep the mic anyway. Anyway. Traveler, you've made it. Its gloomy exterior, a glow so superior, and in its state it's peculiar. The moon river is at hand, now may it guide your plans. What's up, my beautiful travelers, my beautiful peeps? It is me, DT Richard, and I am here. Do not leave. Do not click off this video. I'll be back. So, I've been pretty sad. I'm holding a sword right now. This is inspired by Kelly Stamps. She's really cool. I actually love her. She's so cool, like the coolest. I know people don't like her anymore because, she believes in Jesus now, but, whatever makes her happy, as long as she's not hurting anybody. But, anyways, this is inspired by Kelly Stamps, but I'm holding a sword instead. I know she does it with a kitchen knife, a kitchen spatula or something like that, but, anyways, it's one of those days where I'm just sitting here. I finished my second chapter for my book, but I just, right now I am just kind of like blank because I sent it to somebody for the first time, and I don't know how fast it's gonna take for this, for him to read it, but hopefully, I get some good criticism back on, how that book is, but let's try to move scenes. I still don't know if I want to return this mic. It's actually, I have a love-hate relationship with this mic, and it's like really starting to piss me off. And I don't know if I want to return this mic, but I had to take off that sweater because it was too hot. And this is trying to hit me in the face, and I don't appreciate it. But basically, bas- basically, you know, so basically, I'm trying to figure out, um, it's Black History Month soon, and I'm planning on doing something crazy for Black History Month. Like, I can get really dark sometimes, and for Black History Month, it's probably gonna get really crazy. So I hope you are prepared for that. And right now, I am just talking about how religion took away so much from me. Like, it took away so much from me, and it made me feel like a horrible human being. It never made me feel nice. And looking back at like when I was 8 years old, I really look back at it, and I really realize I'm like, wow, all religion did for me was made me fear. It's never been like genuine love or genuine care. It's just been like fear and like fear. Nothing else. There's been really nothing else, and just my mind making up things. And that's all God was for me. It was just my mind making up things and playing with me. And that's what religion is for a lot of people. And people don't want to really believe it, but it's just brainwashing. And it really, it really sucks that, you know, it's like that. But I wish it wasn't like that, honestly. I wish religion was happy, and I wish God was real and all of that. But obviously. And see, I would like to say that I, actually tried. Like, I really did try with religion. I tried so hard to figure out this whole religion and to get this being in the sky to love me. And obviously, didn't work, From the start, I'll never forget, like, when I was in high school, like grade 9, grade 10, when my friends started telling me about how you need the Holy Spirit. And, like, if you don't speak in tongues, you're basically going to burn hell. And I remember that. I remember, like, bawling my eyes out and just going crazy. And then, like, that whole 4 years was just crazy for me. But, like, that whole summer of that year, I was just bawling my eyes out, like, and, like, so scared that I would be burning in hell. And I wanted my whole family to be saved. And it generally wasn't fun because it truly showed me that, like, wow, that was really traumatic for me. And then like these videos online that garner all these views, and they prey on people's insecurities, and they say you're gonna burn to hell. Like that'll be the thumbnail. Oh, 10 signs you're gonna burn to hell, or 10 signs you don't have the Holy Spirit, or 10 signs it's the end times, and oh, it's gonna like the world is gonna end in a week from now, or something like that. Those videos used to creep me out like so bad. I'm so sorry for the background and all that stuff in the background, but those videos would creep me out generally, and it would make me feel so useless because I wanted to save everybody. I wanted everybody to be saved, and these people would always talk about hell. And it wasn't until 2022 when that movie The Little Mermaid came out. I actually love that movie so much, but it wasn't until that year that's when everything changed, because I remember when I went to go watch the movie, and then a whole bunch of people and Christians were saying, "Don't watch that movie. If you watch that movie, you're not of God, and they put a spell on that movie, and blah blah blah." And I went to go watch the movie anyways, and because my mind was so scared, and my OCD and everything, my mind started telling me all these things that it's God's coming for you, and I was scared that whole summer just because I went to go watch the Black Little Mermaid. Like what? That's crazy, but yeah, that happened, and then there was this woman. I'm not even gonna say her name because she's so creepy. There's multiple women that act like they're prophets, but there's nobody's a prophet. You have spiritual psychosis. Um, there was this woman, and her prophecies were actually scaring the hell out of me, and they were giving me great PTSD from the past when people would scare me with their prophecies. But her prophecies would like trigger me so much, and she would say like, you must be perfect and without any scars, or what, like you have to be completely perfect for God to accept you as you're His child. And I was trying so hard to get God's forgiveness and get God's love, but obviously I'm not perfect, and obviously whatever God wants, I can't give it to Him. So I accepted that, and I'm dealing with the after the effects of like I haven't really left religion, but I'm done with religion. I'm dealing with the after effects because the PTSD, whatever, the CPTSD or the OCD have not got diagnosed yet. But whatever that is, it's messed with me a lot. And people will try to turn it on me and be like, "Oh, you must," I've heard it all before, and you'll see them because I was one myself. Like when these people that are hurt from Christian, like they're hurt from religion, and you're a religious person yourself, you'll be like, "Oh, God still loves you," or don't give up. But it's like you don't know what that person's been through. Like that person might have tried everything, and it still is just not for them. Like you don't know what that person has been through. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what they have went through in their life, what they have tried to do. You don't know. So you can't sit up here and use all these Bible verses and try to damn people to hell because you don't know people's life story. Because everybody has a different life story, and everybody has a way of thinking and living, and people have different traumatic experiences that alter their brain chemistry. You can't just be like, oh, well, oh, you're sinning against God and this and that. You don't know what people go through. You know what I mean? So these Christians and these religious people, they're so ignorant. And I'm so sorry there was a loud sound. They're so ignorant because they don't understand that this life is not easy. Like every day when I wake up, I have to deal with so much things. And plus I'm a black guy, so it's hard as it is. And adding religion on top of this stuff was psychologically damaging. Like it psychologically fried my brain. Literally. Let me see that. I recorded that. I'm back with my glasses, but it was not fun. It was damaging. And that's what happens to a lot of people. They get brainwashed, and they start to think that they're better than everybody. That they're better than everybody because they're not sinning or they're saved by Christ. You're not better than nobody, because half the time the people that are Christians they sin more than people that are not Christians. Like the people that are Christians, like they're more disgusting and nastier than the actual people that are not Christians. Like I'm taking my glasses off. I always do this. I'm so sorry. Like, you're not any better. You literally are just like them. You're not any better. Like, you can say any type of Bible verse. You can say that you're a prophet from God, spiritual psychosis. You can say any of that, but you're still horrible. You're still a horrible human being. And eventually standing behind this God stuff, like, honestly, it's 2025. You need to take accountability that you're just a shitty person. Like, um, I get it. You don't have to agree with every single thing that a person does in their life, but you just got to come through and admit that you're a shitty person. Like, oh, I'm a chosen one, or and I still kind of believe in some sort of aspect of that. But this whole, oh, I'm a prophet, then I'm anointed, come to me, I'll deliver you. That shit is so psychotic and crazy to me. That you think that you have all this power to deliver another person. And you think that you can do the this is not flipping bippy boppity boo, okay? This is real life. And people have mental illnesses, people have stuff. This is not no self-pity stuff. This is real life. Because I heard a Christian say, oh, don't self-pity, God's mad at you, don't self-pity, don't be so obsessed with yourself. Do you think that people with mental illness want to be obsessed with themselves? Nobody with mental illnesses wants to focus on themselves. Like, we actually want to get out of our brains, but stuff like religion and the shit that y'all tell us makes it all flipping worse. So guess what? Thank you. And I'm so sorry that this camera angle is probably really weird, but what I want to say, if you have been through religious trauma and religious issues, I just want to say I am so sorry, because it's a lot of psychological manipulation, abusive verses that these people will use. They'll read you all the scary verses like, oh, you can't be part of the world and you can't love God. Like, bitch, and I'm not in the world. What are you talking about? And then they'll say all these verses to keep you in a loop of just fear. It's not, none of this is love. None of this is anything. All of this is fear. And everybody comes to Christianity for peace, right? And love and just freedom, just freedom of like all of the stress. But honestly, when you come to religion, it's just stressful, because these people will keep telling you, oh, Satan's after you. Do not let these people make you go into spiritual psychosis. These people will be like, Satan's after you. Satan's coming for your life. Satan has all these witchcraft. Like, and then you have to pray every night. And oh, I did it all. And let me tell you something. Your mind is so powerful. It's actually kind of scary to think about. When all these people were talking about, oh, like all these visions of going to hell or going to heaven, it's your mind. Your mind makes visions. And it's actually scary to think about that a lot of these stuff are not real. It's your mind. Like, the mind is so powerful. It can do anything. I'm going to tell y'all about a really creepy dream I had last night, because I've been having these really like PTSD dreams. And this dream was so creepy because it's like I had a dream and the man was in this dream, right? I'm getting chills right now. I had the dream and this man was in the dream. And then I wasn't scared of him, but I seen him. So it was like this. Okay, y'all know Grace Jones? Is that her name? Like, Grace Jones? Like, the black woman, like her jawline or something like that. She, imagine Grace Jones, but it's a guy. Imagine that, right? And, this is so creepy. And then, like, imagine like he's really tall, right? Like tall up to the ceiling, right? And imagine like he's wearing like an orange. I'm like getting something scared. He's wearing like an orange sweater, like long pants, right? So tell me why I'm like standing in my mom's room in the dream, and I'm just like sitting there, I guess waiting for her or something. And tell me why this tall ass man with like an afro with orange, he comes through the door. I'm getting chills right now. He comes through the door and he looks at me like, and he starts sitting down. I'm like, who are you? And I say to him, And he just sits down and he looks at me, and his skin like just turns to clay. Creepy. It felt so real. And I've had a lot of like religious dreams and all these dreams, and a lot of these dreams have felt real, but it's the mind. The mind can create such crazy things. And mostly when you're literally traumatizing yourself with religion and making these people get into your head that Satan is out to get you everywhere you go, that's how psychosis happens. That's how people think they're better than everybody else. That's how people think they're prophets and getting all these new words from God. And it's just a bunch of bull crap. You know what I mean? And I truly wish that there was a God out there that cared about us, and there was a God out there that loved everybody, but I don't know. I seriously don't know, honestly. It's sad to think about because I still do believe in some type of God, and I'm finding that again. But when you go through such big religious trauma, you need like a break, and you like, that's why when these Christians are like, oh, keep going, keep reading the Bible, don't give up on God. I'm like, yo, God gave up on us. Like, what are you talking about? God gave up on us from the beginning of the time. God gave up on us, and you mean to tell me I can't give up on God? God been gave up on us. Like, what are you talking about? Like, be for real right now. Don't give up on God. God gave up on us from flipping Adam and Eve. Like, what are you talking about? And that's the whole thing with Christianity, is that Christianity makes you feel like you're nothing. Like, religion makes you feel like you're nothing without God. Like, you're just a horrible human being and you're nothing. And it's all your fault. And it's God. God's the perfect God, and it's all your fault. And it's just like, what do you mean it's our fault? Like, what do you mean? We're just humans. Like, and it sucks. It really does suck, because it's like, it's not our fault. Like, we were created by God, and he didn't like us, and he left us. And he sent his son down to die for us or whatever. But the way he acts as if we were something that he didn't know what would happen. Like, you were God. You knew that we were going to be messed up, but you still created us. And, people use the words like, oh, God's ways are not our ways, or God works outside of, he works outside of, what's it called again? Like logic. Like, he's not a logical God. He works outside logic. I get that, but it's time for accountability, because why can God hold us accountable, but we can't hold him to the same standards? Because it's like, obviously something's not right. Like, when you read the Bible, you really start to see what's going on? Like, why, why would he do all this? Why would he punish people for just being human? And yeah, some people are just straight out evil, but why would he do all these unnecessary killings and all these unnecessary killing of children? For what? And some people try to interpret it as it was just a spiritual thing, and it wasn't actual children getting killed or this and that. But I just find a lot of this stuff not logical. I find it sad, you know? Okay, I need to stop talking about this, because I won't get really sad if I keep talking about it, because it makes me emotional. But, travelers, I hope you always remember me, because I always remember you. And, I'm a writer, and I'm writing a friendship book right now. And my whole aesthetic is friendship, and I love friendship. So if you're interested in that, follow me. I also dance, all of that jazz. I love you, travelers. Always remember me, because I always remember you. Peace out. I love you. I never wanted to grow up. Please, let's just make one more cake mix. One more game of Mario. Party at Chuck E. Cheese. Or just love me like you used to. Although my vessel has grown, my heart moans.